Hello everyone.
I don't know what channel, just find it.
Sheriff Grady Judd here. I'm going to release some information to you that is absolutely devastating for everyone. For the investigative team that's working this case, but first and foremost for the family. This started as a domestic event whereby an ex-husband and an ex-wife were dealing with child custody. And to get to the bottom line, this last Thursday, the ex-husband had come down from Maine to appear in court with his ex-wife because she had not appropriately turned over custody of their 10-year-old beautiful little boy. So the judge listened to the arguments and directed her to turn over the child at this district station by Friday afternoon at 6 o'clock. Well, Friday afternoon at 6 o'clock came and went, and the child was not turned over pursuant to the judge's order. Let me underscore at this point in time, there was absolutely zero evidence in the court order or testimony that there was any violence or threat of violence or danger. So when the child was not turned over, then late on Friday night, we were notified that she was in violation of the court order. Well, our detectives did something that normally does not occur. Our detectives worked through the weekend to try to find this 10-year-old little boy so we could turn him over, according to the court order, to his father, so his father could take him back to the state of Maine. We pinged phones. We looked for the child. The friends also did some social media. On the social media, they said, hey, if you've seen the child, let us know. Well, we get a call today and arrive at a residence at about 12:30 this afternoon. When we arrived at the residence at 12:30, the information we had was that she is inside this mobile home with her 19-year-old daughter and her 10-year-old son. And the 19-year-old daughter and 10-year-old son have different fathers. Here's what we know. Brandy Hutchins, the mother of the 10-year-old, the mother of the 19-year-old, from every indication in our investigation now, has murdered her 10-year-old child and her 19-year-old child. Murdered them. And then subsequent to that, she shot herself. I can't imagine a more horrific set of circumstances. My heart breaks for all of the family. We're devastated for this beautiful 10-year-old child, all because mom did not want to turn the child over to the rightful father pursuant to a court order. Now, what's interesting about this, she has no criminal history. She has no history of Baker Acts. There was no indication that there should be any violence, but it was violent. This was a domestic event, a court-ordered event where she had to turn custody over to the ex-husband, and she wasn't going to do that. So she murdered the 10-year-old. The 19-year-old daughter was there and murdered her as well. There's a lot of investigation to still occur, but I can tell you this, we're heartbroken and devastated over this horrible, horrible event. If there's any other information that comes to light, we'll be sure and pass that along to you. But on behalf of all the men and women of the Sheriff's Office, we deal with hundreds and thousands of court orders. And for one to turn out like this is just almost never, but never occurred today. Okay? Thank you very much.